All right, guys, where we at? So, George Carlin, Cars and Driving. Let me just find it up on here. I believe this was from Chase 428. Shout out to Chase 428.
Have you ever noticed when you're driving that anyone who's driving slower than you is an idiot? And anyone driving faster than you is a maniac! You say, look at this idiot here. Will you look at this idiot just creeping along? Whoa, look at that maniac. Go!
He's right.
I mean, it's a wonder we ever get anywhere at all with all the idiots and maniacs there are. Because there's certainly no one driving at my speed. I don't let anybody drive at my speed. Do you? Bullshit. Some guy's going my speed. Fuck him. I slow down. Let him get up ahead a little bit. I can keep an eye on that asshole from back here.
He is not wrong. That is hilarious. I never really noticed it, but I do. Like when someone starts creeping up on me, I start to get a little angry. I'm like, "What are you doing, getting so close to me?" You know. And the same thing with someone like driving right beside you. It's almost like they're trying to look in your car at you or something. I don't know, but it's like I get defensive like that for sure. That's hilarious.
I like to know who I'm driving near. I'll often ask for personal references at a yield sign. Here's a little red light story somebody told me. Guy's driving along, got someone sitting right next to him, and he goes right through a red light. Guy says, what are you doing? He said, never mind, will you? My brother drives like this. Goes a little bit further, comes to another red light. Right through it. What you doing? I told you, will you stop it? My brother drives like this. Comes to a green light, and he stops. What are you doing? Well, my brother might be coming the other way.
I was wondering where he was going with that.
Yeah, that's what's called looking out for your brother. Have you ever been driving someone else's car and they're in the car for some reason? You know what I mean? You're driving their car and they're there too. Let's say they fell out of a window and broke both of their knees in a courtyard. For the sake of argument, and they can't drive and you're driving their car. And you're used to your car. And your turn signal is mounted on the opposite side of the steering column from their turn signal, and you go to shift gears and you break off their fucking turn signal. Holy shit, came right off, didn't it? Have to throw that mother away. God damn, you'll have to get a new one of them. Shit, that broke easy, didn't it? Some things break easy, don't they? Some things just come right off. Radio knobs in a car. God, they're fragile. Just trying to tune something in. Just trying to find something you can tolerate. Holy shit, came right off. Look at that. Throw that mother away. Give me one out the bag. I got about 80 of them down there. Thank you, man. And you wind up listening to something.
Oh man, that's hilarious. He's got some energy in this one. He's like doing a little bit of a Porky Pig impression on this one.
Just the other side of the glove compartment. Now here's an embarrassing thing. This is really embarrassing. This will stay with you for several hundred miles. You know those things you don't shake off right away? Like when you almost got killed by the big tractor trailer truck? And you had to pull over for 20 minutes and not do anything but listen to your heart? This is the same kind of thing. And this is when you do it yourself. It's so great. You ever pull up to a red light and you go a little bit too far into the intersection, so you put the car in reverse and you back up just a little bit, and then you forget the car is in reverse.
Didn't do that one.
You are truly an accident waiting to happen. Then the light changes. Holy shit! How did I get back here? This is where I started from. God damn, you gotta pay attention even at the red lights, though.
I used to have a job where I was like my boss's. I was the helper of my boss, and he would drive. And I probably worked for him 2 or 3 years, and within that time period, he probably got in like 6 accidents with me in the car. It was crazy how much this guy got into accidents. Um, I've been driving for a long time. One person hit me once, and I like nicked another car one time. So it's just crazy to me that within that 2 year period, he got into like six like big accidents with me in the car. That's not like he probably got into like six more with me, after work. All right, let's jump back into this.
Don't you? I thought sure they were for resting. Didn't it seem that way to you? Drive a little while, rest a little while. Oh, you have a lot of fun at the red lights. You ever kill somebody at the red light? You can do it. They're walking right in front of you, man. Let's kill this asshole. Nah, let him go. Hey,
chill,
let's kill this broad. Okay, nah, fuck it, let it go. Okay, let's not kill anybody today. 2 people saved, man changed his mind. Well, with some people, that's the only good deed they can do for you, not kill you that day. Okay, now before we get out on the road, there's other little things to do. You wouldn't want to just be rash and rush out of the driveway. Let's check the car. That makes a lot of sense. Let's check the car first. And what do we check first? Of course, the bumper stickers. Make sure we have enough of them, right? You wouldn't want to get out there and not have some reading material for the other drivers. God knows what people would ever do at the stop signs if it weren't for my handy mobile library service. I have so many of these things, I have to look at them and check which ones are current. Here's one. Oh, kind of an intellectual one. Says, honk if your horn is broken. That ought to hold them for about a block and a half. Here's a spiritual one. I've found him. I have Jesus in the trunk. I've noticed people give me an awful lot of room when I have that one on. About a mile and a half on either end of the car, Now, some of these, like I said, there's so many of these stickers, they overlap and the messages get confused. Now, here's something that says, hug a flower. Have you smelled your children today? Well, that makes a little more sense. And something for the ecology, eye break for optical illusions. Oh, and a humorous license plate frame. We must have a humorous license plate frame. Mine says, my other car is a piece of shit, too. You know what my favorite thing is on the back of the car? It says, I'd rather be sailing. Well, I hope I'm driving a crane when I see this motherfucker some afternoon. We'll give him his wish. Bon voyage, Dave. Well, they always love the ocean. What's the first thing they teach you in driver education? They tell you where to put your hands on the steering wheel. They tell you to put them at 10 o'clock and 2 o'clock. Bullshit, I put mine at 9:45 and 2:17. Gives me an extra half an hour to get to work, By the way, use everything on your car, you know what I mean? It's yours, fuck it, you paid for the car. Use everything, man. Flip your sun visor, even on a cloudy day. Who knows? Flip it over here, flip it up and down, flip it on the side like the French people do. Flip the other one, even if no one is there. Open the ashtray, push in the lighter, even if you don't smoke. Turn all the knobs, have a lot of fun. Put your hand out the window, tell people to stop. You have power, stop, hold on. Stop. And then let one person go. Okay, you can go, not you, you go. Okay.
No wonder he's breaking all the knobs off. He's in there just like a bull in a china shop.
Fuck it, have a little fun. You paid for the car, you know what I mean? You ever been behind a guy whose turn signal has been on for 80 miles?
Never gonna know his next
Well,
move.
maybe he's just really cautious, I'm not gonna pull out now. He may go at any moment. And you find out later he was going around the world to the left. You ever have somebody behind you whose brights are on? Isn't that fun? Someone behind you whose brights are on. Someone who just had his headlights aimed and wants to show you what a wonderful job the mechanic did.
It's worse than that now. A lot of these young kids, race cars, whatever, drifters, they have like these like real blue lights, real white lights. Oh man, they're worse than. Oh, nice, nice, nice. Hell yeah, yeah. So we're into the comedy now. Yeah, but there, if you go back, there was plenty of rock and roll, all kind of stuff, metal. Like we do all kinds of genres, guys. Yeah, let's get back into this cars and driving, George Carlin.
You know how you take care of those people, don't you? Slam on the brakes, let them plow right into you, man. Sure put some fucking lights out in a big hurry, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, Joe Long. If you check back, there was like a couple Led Zeppelin covers tonight too. Just kind of scroll back, you'll find them.
Let him find his way home, you know what I mean? He got out, he can get home. Another kind of person you don't want to get behind is anybody slow.
Oh, it's so bad.
There are two classes of human beings to avoid.
Especially on the way to work. That's the worst.
In this category. The first one is any woman whose head you can't see in the car at all. Any 4-foot woman in a Cadillac is certain death. I pull over and take public transportation myself. I'm not fucking with a ghost car. Let someone else flag down the Flying Dutchman. It's not my job. You say, well, maybe it's just coasting. No, I see knuckles. It's definitely not a robot car. And the other type of person whom you don't want to get anywhere near, much less behind, any man over 70 wearing a hat. Especially a checkered hat with ear laps. In August. I mean, no kidding, it's like some of these old guys are in reverse or something. You say, I'm standing perfectly still and he's getting closer to me. Some of these old guys, I think they're just out trying out their new wax job. Trying to see if it altered the aerodynamic coefficient of their machine. And all these old guys seem to be on the zoning board. They're always looking at the landscape. Checking every parcel of land. Trying to remember who used to live there. Now that used to be, oh shit, I forget now. Hey, I don't mind a little nostalgia, but do it from the side of the road, man. I'm trying to get to a party. You know, sometimes you'll see an old guy in front of you, and God bless him, but he's driving like this. Say, well, he's not dead. He's changed lanes 3 times. Maybe he's reading a map. Can you see from that angle? Is he reading a map?
This is really good. This is one of the best ones that we did recently. Yeah, it's just like a lot of this stuff is like, you know, everybody experiences it. Everybody has to drive, you know what I mean? I love George Carlin. This is great.
He's reading a fucking newspaper. Whoa, shit, we gotta get around this guy. You know that feeling when you realize you gotta get around somebody? It's not a thought, it's a feeling. You finally realize it after 30 minutes of being behind someone who isn't going anywhere. You say, we gotta get around this guy. And that's exactly when you see the sign that says, next 42 miles, uphill, winding road. Say, well, we may have to die, but we're gonna get around this guy. Here we go now, here we go, okay, whoa, not yet, no, not yet, whoa, not a logging truck, definitely not a logging truck. Maybe a Volkswagen, but not a logging truck. Here we go again, okay, it's clear, okay, here we go, okay, you're fucked, you're dirty, you're dirty, you're dirty, fuck, you're dirty, fucking. always nice to have something to say to people you pass along the highway of life. Because you get pissed, and you know you get pissed out there, even if you think you're a pretty cool customer. You know you get pissed sometimes. Don't you wish sometimes instead of having those cute little lights in the front of your car, you had 50 caliber machine guns mounted up there? I'd cream this cocksucker if I had real ammunition, Mark. Or you wish you had a rented car for just half an hour. So you could bash this asshole and pay the $50 deductible and be done with him, you know what I mean? Boom, boom, boom. Just trying to ease him up into second gear. Or best of all, you wish you had a message board that would come up out of the trunk of your car and you could type in any message you like. You drive like old people fuck. Slow and sloppy.
No, God.
You ever been driving through heavy downtown kind of traffic, you know, block to block, street to street, busy area, not freeway, but street to street, people backing out at 5 o'clock, busy stuff. Maybe it's winter and it's dark already and it's raining a little bit. Got the window open, you can hear the rain, you can hear the traffic, people bumping into each other, got the radio on, got the windshield wipers going. So everything's happening at once. Radio, windshield, rain, traffic, everything going on. And you're just trying to get across town and take care of something, you know. And you get over there and park the car, turn off the key and go inside, take care of the business, and you come out and you turn on the key and the goddamn radio is this loud! Could I possibly have been listening to that? You know, I believe someone broke into this car and tampered with my volume control. And that's the only thing they touched. Now here's a little something you'll recognize. This is something you'll have to do this evening as you're getting home. Any kind of city traffic requires that you have to decide which car to get behind at the red light. It's completely up to you. There are 3 lanes to choose from.
Yeah, one of the main things you have to do when you're driving in traffic is you have to analyze the cars around you. You know, if there's a car that's getting close to you and you look at that car and there's dings and bash marks and missing bumpers, you stay away from that guy. That means that guy's just like slamming everybody. You know to keep your eye on that guy, you know. You really got to be a good analyzer.
You have to decide who's the really fast asshole up ahead.
That
too, yeah. You're looking for a lawbreaker if you can find one. If you could just get behind a felon on his way home from work.
I get behind the ambulance, man. I'll ride them on in. Use them like a football blocker, you know.
No such luck. I usually wind up getting behind a broken poultry truck. Fucking chicken sitting on an axle mocking me. I get all fed up with that and pull out and try for the next best thing, and I get a, what's the name? Oh, hey, a Maserati. A Maserati. Wow, oh, shit, it's a dwarf paralyzed nun. What's this guy? This guy looks like he's in a hurry. There's no frame on his car. Find out he was asleep. The frame was stolen. Then I just sort of give up, you know, and pull out and try for the best thing, whatever I can find. I just want to go home, you know? Just trying to get home. And I get behind the worst thing of all, a Volvo station wagon. Diesel. Here's a safety freak who's going to save his life and give me cancer. He has 2.6 children strapped in to the point of suffocation, a damp canoe on the roof, and a New Zealand license plate with a little sticker that says, "Save our volcano." Volvo, the intelligent car for ignorant people. And I begin to realize that I'm never going to get home. I just want to say have fun when you're out there driving. That's what it's all about. Like I say, you own the car and you own the highway. Have a little fun. You know what you do? Do things that people aren't expecting. That's a lot of fun. Slam on your brakes when you don't really need them. People don't do that. People always save their brakes for slowing down. Bullshit. Try 'em when you're going real fast. Put your car into an uncontrollable O-turn. Ooh, anybody can make a U-turn. Bullshit. Try for an O. Ooh. Let them see your car from every possible angle. Ooh. That's what people want to see is you, head on. I mean, if you're going out for a spin, just a couple of things to remind you before I tow this trusty little thing back to the garage. A couple of things that go without saying, that's why I'm going to say them. First of all, when you're driving, let's all keep in mind, when you're driving and you come to the scene of an accident, for God's sake, slow down and try to find out what's going on. And if you can't see enough, ask the policeman to bring the bodies over a little closer. Will you bring him over here? My wife has never seen a man shaped in quite that manner. That's what they're here for, to protect, to serve, and to bring the bodies over a little closer to the car. And the other thing, which we've all heard a million times, but it bears repeating, drinking and driving simply do not mix. So do your drinking early and get it out of the way, and then go driving. See ya, thank you. Whoa, a little toe job. Thank you. Okay, thanks, man. Yeah, all right. Sure.
Oh, that was good. Like I said, it's very relatable. We did a bunch of George Carlin. This was up there. I'm not gonna say it was my favorite because there was a couple that were like really good, couple that are just like okay. I feel like sometimes I feel like he was in his pocket here. I feel like he this was him in his prime of like stand up jokes. I feel like his later stuff, while it's some of it's funny, it's more like informative in between the jokes. This was like hitting it hard all the whole time, and he had the energy. He was pumped up. All right, that was awesome. Thank you for Chase 428 for that one. That was a good one. All right, next up.